Well, the roads do seem a bit quieter than usual for a Saturday afternoon. I'm just wondering, would the football affect the numbers of the people attending the air show? Would it be quieter? Will they all be going there tomorrow? But, like I said on that silly little video, it's rather a waste of time anyway because they're so far away. I mean, with the naked eye it's not too bad, but with this camera they're just little specks on the horizon. And I've seen it all before anyway. Well, it's not that quiet, is it? How's that? I've never been much of a cricket fan neither. When I was at school I played basketball and softball and went cross-country running. In fact, this is a circuit we used to go on. On the road I couldn't run for toffee, but on the soft ground I could run like the wind. But that impact your feet on the bloody tarmac takes it out of you. I couldn't do a marathon. Well, certainly not these days, age 54. No sign of any smoke over Windsor Hill way. The fire isn't as bad as it was last week, I don't think. And yes, if you didn't catch what I said, I might delete that backyard video. Crap, wasn't it? I imagine that'll get some thumbs down. Yes, I'm off work for 2 weeks. Did I mention last week? Not from now, it's from this coming Friday. So from July 16th I'm off. Two long weeks again. Hopefully this heat wave will continue. Although don't you wish it was a bit cooler with a few scattered showers. Look at this reservoir. Reserve's dried up and that one's quite low. Yeah, save water, don't have a shower. Sale. The gravel's still there. And it's sticking to me tyres, a bit of wet tyre there. So I'm going to Ribchester to see if I can see anything going on, if people are allowed in. Or is it all roped off? In case you see some gleaming gold and swipe it. Yeah, so Romans in Britain. I mean, how long did they stay? Only a few hundred years, wasn't it? I don't think they liked our climate. Must have been a bit colder and damper then. Maybe. And there's remains of a few forts up and down. But nothing major. I mean, probably the bigger structure is Hadrian's Wall, isn't it? To keep the marauding Scots away. But I've never actually had a look at this bathhouse. I quite fancy a look at Chester. I once went in either the early 90s or late 80s on a course trip full of our grannies, and it was awful because the weather was like this in the middle of a heat wave, and because we're little old ladies it was sweltering on the course. I opened the roof vents and then it was slammed shut, and a grumpy old fella, "It's drafty at back on these old ladies' legs." I should have said, "Sod off, you daft old fart, it's bloody sweltering, anyone knows that." But because little old ladies feel draft on their legs. I've heard of loose fitting tracky bottoms, you daft old bats. So I was almost flaking out on this course full of grannies. What are you doing? Turn. So yeah, I've been to Chester. I just shuffled around a few old buildings, took a few pictures. But because I didn't read up on it first, no internet then, I didn't really get the full benefit of where to visit. I ended up pub crawl. New fencing. Yes, I'm applying the front brake. It is biting a bit better, but not necessarily more square. Like I said, I'll faff around with it during my 2 weeks off. Decide what to do. Might just leave it, as long as it's stopping the bite, why bother? So, a few vehicles about, not as deadly quiet as you'd think with the football being on. They might as well be recording it. Look at this. Very nice, Corvette. Your Stingray must be. Corvette. signpost in Roman Museum showing a helmet, because they actually found a really well preserved helmet that I've mentioned before. It's now in the British Museum because they wanted it. They said, "Yeah, we'll make you a replica for your museum." So there's a crappy replica here where the original is in bloody London. Must have paid them lots of money. It's a face mask and a helmet apparently. But if there's no parking, there's some kind of parking restriction on, I won't be staying. Roman festival. Yeah, they didn't expect to find anything. They had this Roman festival planned and then they called in some archaeologists just to give an example of one of the digs, and they've found a few bits and pieces. And they're quite excited finding a few shoes apparently. Oh. Visitors car park. White Bull 1707. See, no stopping Monday to Friday, but it is Saturday. Yeah, you can imagine the Romans like in here, can't you? On a nice warm sunny day. Let's stop off and bath all the troops that stink. It's a Roman weekend. Where's all the activities going? Are they all watching the bloody football or what? Riddle away. Not sure where anything is. Where's the museum? Been to the museum once when I was a kid with the school. Yeah, is that had a watermark? How far is his bathhouse? Not too far of a trek, I hope. It might be half a mile. Bloody hell. That looks murky. That's another Roman bathhouse. Okay, now. tripped up on something. Aha, Roman bathhouse. Left. Spooky down here, isn't it? So where's the archaeologist then? Okay, it's locked up. No good. Well, nobody digging, is there? Is this it? Like I said, it's just a few bricks. And probably an illustration of what it was like in Roman times, supply of water with the river. Channels for water to flow through. That would have been the underfloor. No columns, just on the underfloor hollow space on, I imagine. It'll all become clear when you see that board. Should be digging in that well. That's where to find artifacts. Like it's just a foot pool. Roman soldiers sat around with their feet in a pool, splashing about. As slave girls fill it up with warm water. Oh, another entrance there. Bloody hell, an easier entrance. So like I said, as far as Roman ruins go, look what Italy's got, look what we've got. We've just got little bricks, or big bricks, scattered about. Where's the archaeological dig been taking place? No signs of any disturbances of earth. Very big chunks, aren't they? Steps there. You can imagine, can't you, Roman centurion in his toga. Let's go to the baths, and dip my weary feet in some warm water. Warm room, hot room, furnace room, site of flue, sweating room, furnace room. Exposed drain, medieval well. So that's it basically. Are you fascinated? Like I said, it's sort of interesting, isn't it? See, it's 2,000 years old. What must their lives have been like? And why did they come to England, facing marauding Scots and Welsh and Irish tribes? No crappy climate, although this has been unusual, 2 months heat wave. I'm going to walk back on the road, but what should I do? Yeah, I'll knock the camera off and go back on the road, sod it. I could go to the pub, Ribchester Arms. My mum and Ernie sometimes go there for a meal. And he's meant to be a bit of a football nut, he might be there with my mum now. So like I said, no sign of any digs, is there? I bet it's all been done with metal detectors. No sign of any glinting gold. I think it would have been messed around with over the centuries and the storms pinched. Pick up your dog's mess. Roman bathhouse. Oh, take care not to remove stones. Do not play ball games or ride bicycles. Ancient monument, Roman bathhouse. Open daily, Easter to end of October. And what then? We put the padlock on. Well, that's it. Bit of local history. I'll knock my camera off now. Thank you for watching. Shall I go back to my backyard and put me expose my white legs again to the sunshine? Bye for now.